Hi everyone, Laurie, FAULKERSON. If you're overwhelmed and you're thinking it's too much, you have to stay in with our show today. Don't forget, set your DVR, record it. This is one that you definitely want to watch over and again. Our special guest is April PICOLET, and she is just being so honest with us and just sharing her experience, strength, and hope. Your child, he decides that you said he was psychotic in some ways, a psychopath, and then he took to the street. So he was on medicine. Did he just quit taking his medicine?
Well, he did well for about a few years with the caretaker, and we became like family. Talked to her, whatever, and then at age 18, because he had mental illness and some delays, he thought he possibly was going to live a normal life, and he did well, graduated and everything, and then. Teenagers at 18, 17, they always think, well, I'm an adult. And so he decided to break her rules and decided to leave. And so since last year, he's been kind of just being homeless. And
is he on drugs?
He has done some drugs right now. He supposedly is in a rehab, but I don't know. We don't talk to him. It's not safe for us to get too close because we don't know if he's involved in gang life. And we never, because who he is, we never know the true truth.
Do you live in fear?
No, I don't. There are times that Satan tries to get me, and I'm like, you know what, God got this.
I mean, do you have an idea of where he's running on the streets or what location, or not at all?
No, he goes from St. Charles to downtown. Now he's supposed to be in South County, and then he's went to Michigan. I mean, he's all over the place.
Do you have regrets of seeking him and bringing him back into your life?
No, because that abuse could have continued. And
do you feel guilty?
No, I don't feel guilty because what I know now is not what I knew then.
But did you feel guilty?
Yeah, it did. It did, but God's redeemed me from that, and
see, that's just so strong. Let us just stop there for a minute, because I know those of you that are watching the show right now, you're dealing with so much, and you're dealing with the guilt, and that's what the enemy does, is he sabotages your mind and convinces you that you are no good. That's what's so crazy about the enemy, is that he'll convince you to give away your child, and then he will beat you up because you did it, and then, condemn you for it. And, but, it's just, don't be overwhelmed, because April is sharing, your strength with us, and it's just, I just am just so proud of you because you had to endure so much, but to go through that time where you have overcome so much, you walked away from the stripping life, you gave away the drugs, you quit dancing, you quit doing everything wrong, if you will, to the most part, and then you seek out your son, and then you're on the right path and following God, and you have your son back. Wasn't there a time at all during this, in that guilt, where you thought, just screw it, I'm just going to go back to what's familiar?
No, I didn't want to go back. I just didn't know how to live as a Christian as what God called me to be. I was trying to gather up everybody else that was Christian and take what they had, because I didn't know what normal was, and that's when religion imprisoned me, and I became a very negative person for 10 years, where I'm like, this is not freeing. And I was depressed, and I was guilty, and then God just got me some counseling, and I actually, even all the pain I went through, I realized that I could not do any works to make it better, and it's called hit the wall. And God was good even in my pain, and I didn't understand that I went through all this stuff because God chose my parents. God chose certain things that I had no control of. But through that, I get to minister to people that beat their children, killed their children, done all kinds of drugs, have been with hundreds of sex partners. Yeah. I don't even remember half of them. I've been with women. I've been in jail for a felony 4.
What is that?
A felony 4, I got charged for my husband's drugs.
Oh, I see.
And because I had no money, I took the charge. I've been on probation. I've had, eating disorders and self-image, stuff where I don't eat or I do eat because I feel guilty about what I look like. So I can weep with all kinds of people, and that's my calling.
That's what she is the founder of. Aletheia Foundation. And you take what the enemy meant for harm. Listen, friends, you know the enemy intended to take you out in a big way. And I know that many of you are encouraged today because you're looking at your problem, you're looking at your circumstance, and you're thinking, what do I have to complain about? And after listening to April and her story today and how she's such an overcomer in Christ, again, you know, with God, all things are possible. And you have your ministry. And how long have you been having your ministry?
It's been 2 years. So, and we've always known that would be a calling for that.
2 years she's doing it. She's going to share with us exactly what it is and how you can reach out and be a part of it.